So hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Rantu. Today we are going to Kruger National Park. I think we are going to use the Satara Gate. It's in close to Ekonhoek, Hoedspruit, somewhere in the middle. My dad's idea, by the way, because yeah, all of a sudden he wants to travel, and the travel bug has bit him, and that's why we're going that side. So let's go. Bye. Before I continue with the vlog, I thought it would be nice to give a quick history and facts about Kruger National Park, which is a big park. And one of the 3 top facts in no particular order is that it is amongst the top 5 national parks in the world. It is the biggest national park in South Africa, and it is also a transnational park, also known as the Greater Limpopo Transfrontier Park, right? Basically, 3 conservation areas within different countries were merged to form the Kruger National Park, which is South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique. As you're seeing in this map, that there is Mozambique, there is Limpopo, which falls under South Africa, and then there's Mpumalanga, which also falls under South Africa, and then there is Zimbabwe. So it is such a big park, like you won't be able to travel the entire park within a day. I don't think even 2 days is completely possible. Maybe it is, depending on how you're driving, and if you're driving very fast, you're gonna get yourself a ticket. Before I mention the name of the man that you're currently looking at, I want to take it back, because he is one of the biggest reasons why we have Kruger National Park as we know it today. So, around the 1800s, there were a bunch of hunters that were killing a lot of these wild animals, and the situation became worse around 1896, where these wild animals were now plagued with a virus called rinderpest. So this virus was affecting majority of these animals to such a point where they then decided to bring this matter to the president of the Transvaal Boer Republic, and that person was Paul Kruger, the man that you're currently looking at. After the matter was brought to his attention, the aim was now to preserve the wildlife that was remaining at the time. And so, in 1898, they proclaimed the Sabie Game Reserve, which is between Sabie River, as you are seeing on the screen, and also the Crocodile River, that is also on the screen. Because of what Mr. Paul Kruger was trying to do, of course there was opposition from the private landowners around the area at the time. But despite that opposition, he then established a second reserve called the Skukhuza Reserve, which was between Skukhuza River, as you're seeing on the screen, and also Luvuvu River, also appearing on the screen. Control of the region became effective after the end of the Anglo-Boer War, when James Stevenson Hamilton, the man that you're seeing on the screen, was appointed head ranger of both the reserves in 1902. He intentionally removed people from the demarcated reserve, including the indigenous population who had lived in the area for hundreds of years. That's how he was nicknamed Skukhuza, meaning he who sweeps clean. Stevenson's battle was not only against hunters and poachers, but against sheep farmers and mining entrepreneurs. His vision of creating a national park that would be sustained by the tourism came to fruition in 1926, and that was when Skukhuza and Sabie Reserve were merged, and the 70 privately owned farms between them were purchased by the government to form a consolidated block of land, and they called it the Kruger National Park. The park was opened to tourism in 1927. After a slow start, only 3 cars entered the reserve in the first year. 365 days in a year, and only have 3 customers. Jesus. Like, as a business owner, I don't know how that would make one feel, but Like, I wonder, clearly these people had faith, or they were men of faith to some extent. They perceived something that no one did, because now we're in 2024 and close to like 1.4 million people visit the Kruger National Park each and every year. Guys, whatever God put in your heart, don't stop, continue. You will get your customers. By 1950, a research station and a rest camp was developed at Skukhuza, which is the capital of Kruger National Park. And I can assure you that over time, it has become bigger and even more prettier or beautiful. It is so big. I know there's a primary school there specifically for employees that work at Kruger National Park. There's a lodge, there's a hotel. There are different things going on over there. I think research in terms of plants and even animals, just research about Skukhuza. And you will definitely find a bunch of stuff. It was only in 2002 where the dream for Kruger National Park to be a transnational park was realized and agreements were finally reached between Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Mozambique. In case you are wondering, Skukhuza is where I put that paintbrush. Skukhuza is not a gate. Please make note. Skukhuza is not a gate, it is a resting camp inside the national park. To get to Skukhuza, you have to use one of the main gates, and the closest gate to Skukhuza is Paul Kruger Gate, where there is that red crayon. So basically, if you are around the Hazyview, Sabie, Bushbuckridge, Nelspruit, game area, there's an area close to Hazyview that is literally called game. Then you are closer to Skukhuza, unlike a person who is in Limpopo, so you would get to Skukhuza faster. There are many different gates that you can use to enter the park. Depending on the area that you stay at around this map, you are able to enter the park and also exit. Please note that Kruger National Park is not one of those national parks where you can Uber yourself there or ask someone to drop you off at the gate and then go inside, and walk around, take pictures, go and look for animals. No, you need a car, or else you'll become lunch, dinner or breakfast for a lion, a wild dog, a cheetah, a leopard. Listen, don't do that. You need a car. You are always in your car majority of the time. The only time you're not in the car is because you stopped at one of the rest camps within this map, and maybe you want to relieve yourself or you just want to stretch your legs, and even when you are in those rest camps, you still have to keep your eyes open because monkeys, other animals can come in, and if they are in, normally they will warn you. I have a story about a wild dog that was close to the bathroom and we needed to use the bathroom. My guy. So yeah, hey, in this place you respect the animals. The animals rule all the time. The history lesson is done and we are back to vlogging. I'm not the one holding the camera, so guys, please forgive my mom in case maybe you are like, Manje, what's going on? I was the one who was driving. We are currently on the R536 road, which is the road from Hazyview to Paul Kruger Gate, which is like one of the main big gates. And on the left hand side, we have a hotel. I can't remember if it's called Kruger National Park Hotel or Paul Kruger Hotel, but it is a pretty hotel. I remember going there when I was young. We were going to have breakfast. I can't remember what we were celebrating, but yeah, it is pretty. So this is the main entrance to the Paul Kruger Gate, which is one of the biggest gates in Kruger National Park. As you can see, the entrance is beautiful, and if you're lucky, you'd be able to see animals drinking water or animals just chilling there. And if it had rained, like, the river does become very full. And on your right, there is the statue of Mr. Paul Kruger himself. So when you get to the gate, you don't just now go directly to the gate and then you're allowed access. You still have to first park your car on the side and then get out and go towards the gate and talk to them, pay whatever you're paying, and then get inside your car and then drive in. So normally this is the part where now I adjust my mind to the rules of the park. Like, Ranzu, you must respect the animals. You can't just kick things. You can't just break things. Or else you will be fined. And also inform the kids if you are with children, or tell the people that have never been to the park to say that, guys, we don't feed the animals, right? You don't cut any branch, or else if they find you, you will be fined a hectic fine. It's always important to abide by the rules when you are here. You will be spending majority of the time in your car, unless if you stop at a rest camp. That's the only time when you can relax, but not fully relax, because you're still within Kruger National Park and the wild animals can still enter. Anything is possible. Yes, in some rest camps, they will warn you guys to say that, hey guys, there is a wild a dog that is in here, be careful, or something, you know. They will always warn you guys. But if no one sees it and then you're the first person to see it, then tada. But yeah, monkeys are also savage here. I have a bunch of stories about monkeys. It once stole our cucumber. My mom moved from the table that we were sitting at, and I was busy by the braai stand. And so when she moved, the monkey jumped from the tree and landed on the table, took the cucumber and left. And I'm sure people have stories about different things that have happened to them because of monkeys at Kruger National Park. And if you are one of them, please comment on the comment section. Let us know what is your story. But yeah, this is the place where things change. You have to respect the animals and the trees and nature in itself. Please take note of the rules if you've never been to Kruger National Park. One being no loud music. Animals don't like that. Especially also the speed limit. My gosh, you will be fined by the police. Kruger National Park also gets very hot. Like 40 degrees plus is the norm here. Like, it gets very hot. So sunscreen and ice cream and water, but don't drink a lot of water, because then you now need the bathroom and you can't just stop anywhere. So hey, good luck. I forgot to flip my phone, please forgive me, but let me show you the bathrooms at Paul Kruger Gate. I must say that I wasn't really happy, because I was just like, I thought maybe they would have improved or become better. Not that they were dirty, they were not dirty, it's just that they look old. And yeah, come on guys, it's the main gate. And this is the part where I look up and down and left and right to check and verify, are there snakes in here? Let me admit that normally there is like a 10 minutes fear once I pass the main gate and get inside the park, where I'm just like, yo, so I can't just walk around. I must be careful all the time, because anything can jump at me, you know, like even a mere springbok can freak you out. This is the small shop that is by the Paul Kruger Gate. Again, like, I'm just like, guys, it should have improved by now. Like, it looked like this 15 years ago. Like, what is going? Your GNU, I hope you guys catch on or something. I feel like because it's the main gate, there should be a difference compared to all the other gates, you know. But yeah, this is the small shop that is by the Paul Kruger Gate, and as you can see, there's not a lot going on. It's just drinks and snacks. This is the part where now you drive slowly and hope to spot an animal. If you have binoculars, then it is to your favor, and if you are driving a car that's a bit higher, then that is also a plus. But yeah, you can sometimes drive like this for a good 2 hours and not see anything. But I managed to spot a zebra. Can I go? Okay. And I can't believe it. I'm the driver, but it seems like I'm the one who's seeing the animals first. This is how much you respect animals in Kruger National Park. Imagine, you have to stop and allow a tortoise to pass. So we stopped at Skukhuza campsite. I can't remember what we were looking for, but I decided to come by this side of the camp because I was just like, hey, I forgot to look at that board that helps you identify the animals that are closest to you, especially the big five. This is one of the boards that I would definitely suggest that you just keep watch when you enter the Kruger National Park at any gate and also the campsites. Can you believe that this is the Sabie River? Lord, we need rain. Haibo, haibo, haibo. There were only certain areas where there was water. Can you believe that? Hey. So we also stopped at Nkuhlu, which is a mini campsite. It's not big at all. It's just like a rest area where you are able to just buy a few stuff, eat, braai, go to the toilet, This campsite is not gated at all. So here you really have to be aware because there can be a wild dog here and there or a lion. Anything is possible. It's not like Skukhuza. Skukhuza is very gated. So yeah, also watch out for monkeys, as I said earlier. Please comment on the comment section if you have any stories of being in this site. But yeah, it is fairly, I can't say beautiful. I think it's because I like green. I don't like how it looks. I feel like it's very brown. But I like the view of the area. As you can see at the back, in the front, obviously, all you see is the store and the cars. But at the back, there's a very nice view of just a river. I can't remember if it's the Sabie River or which river this is. Or this is the crocodile. I can't remember, let me not lie, but it is a very beautiful view. And if you're lucky, of course you'll be able to see animals here, be it them drinking water or taking a bath or just playing. Of course I'm melting. I mean, it was very hot. And the other thing is that you can't just be drinking a lot of water because then you'll need to stop a lot of times. So yeah, we went back on the road and we saw hippos. Schmucker.
It's cleaning its butt.
It's cleaning its butt?
Or it's like...
Huh?
Actually, this one, we don't know. This one, is those supposed like the...
We also saw a buffalo. The road was the way it was because of the rain, but they have established other routes for you to get to the other side. And so when you're in Kruger National Park and you see an elephant close to the road, please just keep a distance. The way I did it, perfect. What this one is going to do, nonsense. You will find yourself in trouble. Elephants don't always respond properly to noise. Your car makes noise. This was now me panicking and I was just like, hey, let me quickly drive off because I don't want to witness any trouble. I don't want to be in the wrong side of the elephant. And I forgot that I was actually recording, hey? Welcome to Lower Sabie, which is another campsite within Kruger National Park. As you can see, this campsite is gated, unlike Nkuhlu. As you can see, it is more prettier. It is not brown, but it is brown and green. I wish most of the sites were like this, where there is a bunch of green, but it is what it is. There is also that sightseeing board where you can see the animals that are most closest to you amongst the top 5. And there's also a shop in there. It is actually quite big. And there's also a mug and bean, guys. The mug and bean oversees a very big, beautiful river. I'm not sure if it's the Sabie River or the Crocodile River, but it's one of the two. And it is so beautiful. There's a lot of breeze, obviously, coming through. But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. So we made our way back to Skukhuza because we used the Paul Kruger gate again to exit the national park. This is the Skukhuza main camp. It is very big, as you can see by the board on the left side. It is very big. We were trying to make our way to where the shops are and also some of the campsites are. This site is very big. Like it's very big. Like you can walk around. Like I said, you just need to be careful, but it is very big. There's even a garage for you to pour petrol if you need like extra fuel and things like that, or if you need your tires to be filled up. But yeah, this is Skukhuza. Can you believe that the reason why we stopped at the Skukhuza campsite again is because we wanted ice cream on our way out? We just wanted ice cream. And the reason why they were even walking so fast is because we were mindful of the time. If you don't leave Kruger National Park on time, you will be fined. So we don't want that fine. And yeah, this is the shop in Skukhuza. It is very big. And please note that every item in every store within the Kruger National Park, everything is overpriced. Like you will pay 10 rand extra, 20 rand extra. So it's advisable for you to come with whatever you want to come with. Obviously you can't bring in alcohol into the national park, but you can come with, be it your drinks and food, etc, etc. You are allowed to use a different gate to exit the Kruger National Park, but obviously you can't now have entered via Limpopo and want to leave via Mozambique, yet you don't even have the correct papers to cross the country to Mozambique. It doesn't work like that. So please make sure that whenever you are in Kruger National Park and it's time to leave, you make allowance for the time, or else you will be fined by the police if they find you driving 120. You know that you're supposed to be driving 50. Please always verify with the slip that they would have given you when you entered to ensure the time that you need to exit. Don't come to my channel and use what I put up here. And yeah, man, just leave on time. I can't stress it enough. What if there are a bunch of elephants that have blocked the road while you're trying to exit? And we were so lucky because on our way out we saw a lion. I'm not sure if you guys can see it moving so slowly, but yeah, I was now tired from the driving, tired from the heat. It's been a long day. I enjoyed it, but it was long, and so I forgot to even say goodbye properly. So from me and my jeans, I hope you enjoyed the video. I really do. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and tell me your experiences about Kruger National Park. I hope you are also encouraged to do whatever it is that God has placed in your heart. I mean, from like 3 vehicles annually to 1.4 million vehicles annually. Yes, it was across 96, 97 years, but clearly they walked by faith. So be inspired to also walk by faith and not by sight. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention is that you will struggle with network when it comes to certain areas around the park. You can't be using your Google Maps or Waze to try and navigate around. You have to use the maps and the boards that are around the road. So yeah, just be mindful. Love loves you. I hope you have a good and perfect day. Bye.